Hi friends! Today's story for Read Across America comes from the state of Alaska. Here in the corner of our map, it's actually way up at the top of our country. Sitka Rose by Shelley Gill. Sitka Rose was a big old gal with hair the color of flame. She was wild and wary, just a little bit scary. Not an inch of her was tame. Born on a mountain near Sitka Sound, Rose grew strong and tall. She climbed spruce trees to see the sky before she could even crawl. Rose was raised up grander than the average child. She skied avalanche chutes for fun. But when her vegetables needed more light, well, Rose, she lassoed the sun. Each summer, Rose looked for schools of fish at the start of the great salmon run. She'd swim upstream against the best, and most of the times she won. But one spring in the misty forest, instead of worrying about the cold, Rose got concerned about sitting around 'cause her toes were starting to mold. Rose was wild but stuck in a rut like a grizzly pacing a cage. Her life needed new adventures. It was time to turn the page. Cash money had been hard to come by. Rose's pole was mighty flat, but Nome was told was full of gold. Rose cried, "I'll try my hand at that." No northbound steamer was running that day, but Rose spied a whale swimming out in the bay. She grabbed that mammal and hung on real tight. The whale headed north and swam all night. Next morning, Rose spied the beaches of Nome. She yelled, "Yee-haw!" and dug her heels home. The whale commenced rolling, flip-flopping, and bucking. He got so rambunctious, Rose got quite a dunking. The rush was on. The beaches were packed, full of miners panning for gold. Elbow to elbow, they fought for their share, men brash and burly and bold. Rose got an outfit, shovel and pick, but the crowds near Nome made her itch. With her pack on her back, she headed east in hopes of striking it rich. She crisscrossed the county, breaking new trails, the path caribou walk now, over tundra and shale. Her diggings for nuggets left ponds and lakes, homes for swans and cranes, ducklings and drakes. She shoveled a trench for what the earth could give her. Now they call that waterway the Yukon River. While Rose played patty cake and panned the gold, she piled up mountains, even Denali, we're told. With gold teeth pulled from the Yukon's mouth, Rose wanted adventure before she went south. The Alaska sweepstakes was about to run. Now that sounded like a sled full of fun. Huskies were hard to come by, but Rose, she needed a team, so she harnessed up a grizzly and 10 snarling wolverines. Nobody could pass Rose when her team took the lead. That bunch made up in meanness what they were lacking in speed. "Hike up, Brownie," Rose hollered to her surly lead bear. "Yodelay-hee-hoo, bear," and they started to soar. They flew so fast, they flew so high, they left the earth and split the sky. Today in the north, Rose's legend lives on, in the mist of the mountains before the snow's gone. See her braids in the rivers that flow and bend. Hear her yodel-lady-oo in the howl of the wind. You can see her still on clear winter nights, dancing across the light in the northern lights. Look, a ghostly team of 10 wolverines and a yellow grizzly bear that glows, driven by Alaska's pride and joy, the gal known as Sitka Rose. Thanks for joining me today, friends. See you online soon.